With breaking news at 5, deputies are giving us a better idea of how a missing 80-year-old woman with dementia was found alive nearly a week later. This exclusive picture we just got in the last half hour shows Margaret Gallaway and her husband together in the hospital. This picture shows the moments after first responders found her. She was stuck in a garage for 6 days without food, but there was an empty water bottle near her that deputies believe she drank from. Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Safadi.
And I'm Lois Tomey. Wink News reporter Michael Hudak joins us live. Michael, tell us what led deputies to that specific garage.
For everyone involved in this search, the last 6 days have felt like 6 years. And then, on Sunday, while most of us were sitting around watching some football, time stopped in its tracks for all of these people that have worked so hard to find her. And sure, for her family, when their mother, their wife, and their friend was found 6 days after the 80-year-old went missing. But even before that, when her family found a poem that Margaret had written just days before she went missing. Mike Gallaway never gave up hope that they would find the love of his life.
Finding that poem was just an omen.
His Sunday began like most of ours, quiet. But then, his daughter showed him something that he never knew he needed.
My daughter had just found a poem on our refrigerator that she showed to me.
Not the news that he had hoped for, but a poem that his missing wife, 80-year-old Margaret Gallaway, had written, something he had never seen before.
It said, "I have many miles to go." And she no sooner told me that, she said, "Dad, we're going to find her."
Oh, how God works in mysterious ways.
And the knock came at the door, instantly, just like that.
Her note was right. Miss Margaret still had many more miles left in her.
All I can say is our prayers were answered, and miracles do happen.
Detectives with the Collier County Sheriff's Office found two people living near the Galloways who had just returned home from out of town on Friday.
They reiterated to the detectives that their cameras were motion activated and there was no video of Mrs. Gallaway. These detectives then took it a step further and asked to inspect their surveillance system.
What they found was the needle in the haystack.
That's when the detectives discovered this still image of an unknown object in front of an open garage.
6 days, no food, 1 vitamin water bottle, no sunlight, a woman who was nonverbal with Alzheimer's, and the first and only thing that she remembered when deputies found her was her name.
Not something the detective expected to hear a response from her. He said, "Are you Margaret?" And she said, "Yes."
She hasn't put a sentence together in a long time.
Law enforcement, the East Naples community, her family, and even total strangers went the extra mile. And now, Margaret gets to go her extra mile, too.
Her hand has been in mine for 54 years, and I'm glad it was in my hand again last night.
It warms your heart just to hear that. Medical professionals who were treating Margaret in her recovery say that if she was not found by that 6th day, she likely would not have made it. We asked her family, "What are you guys going to do tonight?" They said, "We are going out to dinner to celebrate as a family." In Collier County, Michael Hudak, Wink News.